Thank you, Minister. That was Roundtable 2. The topic was Integrated Water Resources Management. We're going to move on to Roundtable 3 this time. I would like to invite His Excellency Mr. Christopher Briggs, Secretary General of the Ramsar Convention, to hear the outcome of the discussion of Roundtable 3 on the topic of sustainable water management and conservation of ecosystems. Please welcome him with a warm applause.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. As stated, here is the summary of the meeting of the Ministerial Roundtable number 3. The participants included Korea, Kenya, Myanmar, Papua New Guinea, Japan, Seychelles, Uzbekistan, Nigeria, Australia, and Indonesia, as well as international organizations of the Ramsar Convention, UNSGAB, UNESCO, and WWF. The opening remarks from Minister Yoon were that as we are faced with growing uncertainties accompanied with the impacts of climate change, the importance of sustainable water management is gaining considerable weight and importance. The environmental issue, not to mention the water issue due to its cross-cutting nature, cannot be addressed if we fail to work together. The influence of how we manage our water resources will have an impact from generation to generation, as well as on the animals and plants whose voices are muted today. Wetlands, which provide us with multiple ecosystem services, including water and the cleaning of water, are critical for our survival and our development, and all participants share their opinion that wetlands, and particularly freshwater ecosystems, are in great danger. And it is important not only to conserve, but also to restore wetlands. And to do this, a public and private partnership is necessary, because wetlands play a vital role in protecting society against floods and droughts, against disasters, and building resilience is an extremely efficient, cost-effective way for countries to both maintain those ecosystem services and develop sustainably. Wetlands are seen to be lost and degraded at a dramatic rate of over 1% a year, with 64% lost in the last 100 years. Now, wetlands are the most biologically diverse ecosystem, but despite that, they are being lost, and populations of wetland species have been lost at the rate of 76% over the last 40 years. Now, the drivers for that loss and degradation include agriculture, population growth, urbanization, and infrastructure, and many development activities, including extractive industries. But it is noted by all the parties that development and wise use are not contradictory. And for example, tourism is an industry that needs a clean, pristine environment. But it can also benefit and support good management of ecosystems if handled well, and deliver those wetland services that our society and our people need. Participants support the idea that the conservation of wetland and freshwater ecosystems for sustaining biodiversity should be reflected in the post-2015 development approach. And a partnership, a global partnership, which could restore up to 50 million hectares of wetland by 2020, could be called the Gyeongju Challenge, and restore wetlands around the world, and the Roundtable suggests adding this to the Ministerial Declaration. In addition, the ministers of Kenya and Japan declared the great importance of international cooperation and transboundary management of basins and wetlands, and they see that the operating systems, the know-how, and the strengthening capacities is as important as the transfer of technology and the sharing of knowledge. We should consider the best ways to distribute the good practices, the benefits, and to assess how best to support those costs. In closing, and as we move from solutions to implementations, the World Water Forum, from inauguration to the 6th meeting, has served as the Water Olympics in search of prudent solutions to the global water program, to the global water problems. I am confident that the 7th World Water Forum will produce fruitful outcomes with concrete action plans to implement the solutions we have discussed so far. Thank you. That is the report of the 3rd Roundtable.